welcome to this live exclusive broadcast from Seattle, Washington, where we are tonight christening the new Norwegian Bliss. So, I'm Elvis Duran from Elvis Duran in the Morning Show, and I'm so excited. Tonight, I officially become the godfather of Norwegian Bliss.
We've got so many special guests, special appearances, and so much lined up for you. But while you're here, share on social media, hashtag Norwegian Bliss. We'd love to hear from you.
Anyway, but thank you guys so much for being here. We have a lot of fun stuff on the way, and you're in the best room. No offense to anyone else on the ship.
And it's true, we're going to take you on a great journey, as I mentioned earlier, with some incredible speakers coming your way, also highlighting some of the exceptional entertainment that Norwegian Bliss does have to offer. Before we do that, though, we do want to go ahead and acknowledge somebody that's very familiar in your role and at sea. Couldn't make it here tonight, but we do have a video to show you. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Worldwide. That's right, the godfather of Norwegian Escape has a video and a message for you. How about a round of applause for Pitbull?
Chico Pitbull, Mr. 305, better said Mr. Worldwide. For one, I want to say Norwegian Cruise Line, thank you so much for such an amazing partnership. And to Elvis Duran, congratulations on being the godfather of the Bliss. So just get ready, because we're going to do what we do best. We're going to go around the world, baby. So with that said, NCL, thank you so much. Elvis Duran, once again, congratulations. And it's Mr. 305, better said Mr. Worldwide. Armando Cristian Perez signing in, signing out. Dale. Yo!
You have Pitbull.
Does this mean I have to shave my head, or we're good, Mr. 212?
Looking good from head to toe. Doesn't he look good? Yeah, very, very sharp indeed. Stylized white shoes make it happen. Hey, we're going to go ahead and continue on with this ceremony, and I have the distinct honor and privilege of introducing to you a gentleman that leads from the top. Folks, we do believe that leadership comes from the top down, making Norwegian Cruise Line #1 in the industry. And something else about him you may not know, but if you can, ask him. And if you witness, even better, this boy can twist to the Beatles like nobody's business. Incomparable performance. I'm talking about our president and CEO of Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings. Put your hands together and welcome to the stage, Mr. Frank Del Rio.
After a skit like that, all the entertainment's coming, you gotta get stuck with a boring speech, but I'll try to make it short and not so boring. Thank you, Silas. Good afternoon, everyone. It's my honor and sincere pleasure to officially welcome you aboard the latest and greatest ship in the Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings fleet, the fabulous new Norwegian Bliss. Her introduction brings to 26 the number of ships across our 3 award-winning brands, and we are eager for the cruising public to experience all the fun and innovations that she has to offer. In fact, everyone in the Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings family is excited and full of anticipation to have Norwegian Bliss finally reach her new summer home here at Seattle's Pier 66, where she's on the cusp of launching her inaugural season to Alaska. For years, the new build team at Norwegian has worked tirelessly to design a showcase ship that would provide our discerning guests with the ultimate Alaska cruise experience. Norwegian Bliss is the fabulous outcome of that hard work. Her guests will relish experiencing the majestic views of Alaska's natural beauty, either indoors from Bliss's 20,000 square foot, 180-degree observation lounge featuring nearly 4,000 square feet of floor-to-ceiling windows. That's a lot of numbers, huh? Or from the Haven's plush Horizon Lounge. Guests can also choose to view everything that Alaska has to offer outdoors, either on the ship's wraparound boardwalk, the waterfront, or from the comfort and privacy of their balcony, stateroom, or suite, which makes up over 70% of all accommodations. This optionality is just one example of how Norwegian Bliss takes Norwegian Cruise Line's core brand proposition of freedom and flexibility to a new level. And from the reaction of the thousands of travel partners, past guests, and media personalities who have had the pleasure to experience her thus far on this unbelievable 4-city preview tour that included New York City, Miami, and Los Angeles, we believe that we have set a new and higher standard for the brand and likely for the industry as well. Norwegian Bliss exemplifies our strong commitment to preserving our delicate environment both on land and at sea. She is the latest vessel in our fleet to implement our cutting-edge exhaust cleaning system that virtually eliminates sulfur emissions, as well as cold ironing capability, which allows ships to connect to onshore power while docked. These initiatives are part of our Sail and Sustain program. Is that for me? Where was I? These initiatives are part of our Sail and Sustain program, whose mission is to continually improve our sustainability culture through cutting-edge technological innovations, progressive education, and open collaboration with private enterprises and government institutions alike. It was crucial for us that as Norwegian launches the largest ship ever to sail Alaska's pristine waters, that we strengthened our commitment and resolve to preserve the unspoiled and breathtaking beauty of our 49th state for future generations to enjoy. As the CEO of this incredible company, I'm so proud and honored to lead the 30,000 men and women who work aboard our fleet and who graciously serve the more than 60,000 guests on board each day. These shipboard champions, whether on Oceania cruises, on Regent Seven Seas cruises, or on Norwegian Cruise Line, make up our secret sauce that no competitor can ever replicate. Combined with our nearly 3,000 shoreside team members, this company, which not too long ago, at best had been marginalized, and at worst written off as a serious participant in the growing global cruise industry, has enjoyed a renaissance the likes of which has never been seen before. With cutting-edge ship introductions such as Bliss, a massive $500+ million revitalization program, and the youngest fleet at sea, our three brands have now become the premier operators in their respective categories, leading the industry in yields and in earnings per capacity day. We might not be the largest, but all metrics and indicators point that we are now clearly the best. These achievements and milestones culminated with the company being selected last October to join the prestigious Standard & Poor's 500 and to trade on the world's largest and most valuable platform, the New York Stock Exchange. And we're just warming up. Next year, Bliss's sister, Norwegian Encore, will launch from Miami, and 2 months later, Regent Seven Seas Cruises will introduce the Splendor, the most luxurious cruise ship ever built. Throughout the next decade, the company will launch a minimum of 6 additional ships, beginning with the 2022 introduction of the first Leonardo-class ship, a series that promises to introduce more industry firsts than ever before. But as bright and as good things are today, I'm even more excited about our future. And I can't wait to share the details of our next generation ships and of our successes with you and all of our travel agent partners, our past guests, our employees, and our shareholders. Everyone attending this ceremony today is here because you have played an important role in the success of Norwegian Bliss and of Norwegian Cruise Line. And I'd like to acknowledge a few of today's esteemed guests for their support of our industry, our company, and from the great states of Alaska and Washington. First and foremost, I'd like to welcome the Honorable William Walker, Governor of the state of Alaska. And the former governor of the great state of Washington, the Honorable Gary Locke. I'd like to welcome Courtney Gregoire, President of the Port of Seattle Commission. Port of Seattle Commissioners Ryan Calkins and Peter Steinbrook. Steven Metrick, Executive Director of Port Seattle. And Captain Michael Balding, Deputy Sector Commander, U.S. Coast Guard, Puget Sound. In addition, there are several constituents whose numerous contributions have been instrumental in helping us successfully introduce the largest ship ever to sail in Alaska. First, our travel partners. You have helped make Norwegian Bliss the best booked new ship introduction in our company's history. You are the best and most fervent advocates, and we sincerely appreciate your continued support and beg that you continue on. To the godfather of Norwegian Bliss, the incomparable Elvis Duran. You and your morning show team have become some of Norwegian Cruise Line's biggest fans, and a large reason why this magnificent ship has garnered so much nationwide attention. I want to thank the officers, crew, and staff of Norwegian Bliss, and especially to her master, Captain Stefan Bengtsson, who bring this ship to life through their passion for service and dedication to our guests and keep them safe along the way. To our shoreside team members around the world who provide the innovation, direction, and support so that our shipboard team can deliver exceptional experiences to our guests on board. In particular, I want to thank my good friend and colleague, Robin Lindsay. Robin is our Executive Vice President in charge of Marine Operations and responsible for building this magnificent ship. And to Mark Kansley, Norwegian Senior Vice President of Hotel Operations. You and your outstanding teams continue to outdo yourselves with each new ship introduction, and Bliss is just the latest example. Thank you. To our board of directors, your support and sage advice has been critical as we grow Norwegian's place as the industry's premier cruise operator. And a special recognition and thank you to our chairman, Walter Revel, who after 25 years of outstanding service on our company's board of directors will step down and retire next month. Walter and Sheila, I think it's safe to say that without you and your leadership, Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings would not be the enormously successful $12 billion company that it is today. And I want to thank you. To our good friends at Meyerwerft, you have once again brought our innovative ideas and designs from the thought to the reality by building this magnificent ship, and we can't wait for next year's delivery of Norwegian Encore. And lastly, to our loyal guests, all the hard work, dedication, and innovations that go into designing, constructing, and operating a vessel like Norwegian Bliss is done for you, for your happiness and well-being, and we want to welcome you back time and time again. So it was only fitting that today's christening ceremony be here in Bliss's new summer home port of Seattle. In her inaugural season, we expect that over 80,000 guests will experience the wonders of the Pacific Northwest and Alaska on board her 20 decks, making her the cornerstone of the largest deployment to the region in Norwegian's 50-plus year history. I am certain that the residents and local officials from Norwegian Bliss's summer home port and her various ports of calls throughout Alaska and Canada share our eagerness to welcome these guests and deliver truly memorable Yukon experiences. And now I would like to thank you all today for sharing with us this incredible milestone, and I hope to be able to meet you throughout the next 3 days. And thank you in person for coming out and participating in today's historic ceremony. And it is now my pleasure to introduce our next speaker, the Honorable Bill Walker, Governor of the great state of Alaska. Thank you very much, everyone.
Talking about the entertainment on board Norwegian Bliss, because as you know, Norwegian Cruise Line as a whole is known for its outstanding world-class entertainment, and Norwegian Bliss is no exception. We have an amazing cast who are here to perform for you from one of the shows that you can see if you cruise on board Norwegian Bliss. So ladies and gentlemen, get excited as we welcome to the stage the Bliss cast of Tony Award-winning show, Jersey Boys!
Shame This is one of the biggest canvases that I've done. Well, I'm sure people see the ship and they go, how the heck did they do that? Well, first of all, it comes out with a conception. You know, I did a rendering of what the ship would look like. And then the artists here, they actually have a laser where they took the artwork that I created and drew it up on the ship. And then it's painted. And of course, all the details are there. And now I'm going to actually get on the cherry picker and paint the eye of the whale.
I'm absolutely thrilled with the artwork. We saw it for the first time today, and the scale of it is unbelievable. I can't wait to see this ship in Alaska with the whales and all the sea life. It's going to be absolutely fantastic.
I'm really excited about our partnership with Norwegian Cruise Line. I think together we're really going to bring the conservation message about conserving our ocean through art and science.
So Wyland's been a fantastic partner. We're really looking forward to working with him as we go into the future as well. And he believes in so many of the same things that we believe in, and his focus and passion for ocean conservation is something that we as a brand have the same passion for.
I'm so excited for the world to see this ship and share my art with them.
I'm Wyland, and this is Norwegian Bliss.
Ladies and gentlemen, an honor and privilege to bring to the stage the president and CEO of Norwegian Cruise Line. Please welcome Mr. Andy Stewart.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Really? Good afternoon. So what you don't want to do right before you make a speech is stand back there with those guys. It's like, anyway, one day, but maybe not, that ship's probably sailed. I have the worst FOMs at the moment. There's all these parties going on over the ship. I want to be at one of them, and here we are. Never mind. So I'm really, honored and excited to be here with you today, our Norwegian Cruise Line family and our esteemed guest. It's a huge day for us in our 52-year history as we deliver the 16th ship in our fleet. So we're very, very excited. I hope you agree that Norwegian Bliss really embodies imagination, creativity, the fierce discipline we try to bring to this business, hard work, and of course the flawless execution that we bring to everything we do at Norwegian Cruise Line. We've really worked hard to bring the ultimate in freedom and flexibility on board Norwegian Bliss to all of our guests. And I really hope you see that on the ship the next few days. A remarkable ship deserves remarkable godparents, and I can't tell you how lucky we were to persuade Elvis and his team to be godparents for this ship. When we first had the idea, everyone thought we were crazy, and maybe we were a little crazy, but they've been just fantastic partners. So I want to say a huge thank you to Elvis and to Froggy and Danielle and Skiri and Greg T and Nate, who honestly have been fantastic partners. Just this morning on the show to 10 million people, there were 10 individual segments talking about Norwegian Bliss, and this has been going on since November when we announced the partnership. So they've been fantastic, and this is unquestionably the most talked about cruise ship that we've ever launched, and probably that has ever been launched. So thank you to Elvis and the whole team. You've been fantastic. At Norwegian Cruise Line, we try to celebrate in style, so we're having a little bit of a party today. It's going on all over the ship, so it's in the atrium, it's in Q, the barbecue restaurant, the observation lounge, the Manhattan room, and social, and of course right here in the theater. And it's, this is an exciting day for us, I have to tell you. Every new ship it gets more exciting than the last one. But it's made possible by the commitment of so many people. And as I get to my 30th anniversary, just makes me old, I think. It really is, a privilege to be here with you today, along with Frank, to represent the 33,000 team members we have worldwide. So just a few quick thank yous. I promise it's brief. I want to thank our guests. Our guests are what make this whole thing turn, so we appreciate you sailing with us and coming back again and again. Thank you to our travel partners, This journey would not have been possible without all of our travel partners, so we appreciate your friendship and partnership. I want to thank the 1,735 crew on this ship. When people tell me how much they love Norwegian Bliss, people tell me how much they love Norwegian Bliss, they start with the team on board, and a huge thank you to the entire team. And of course, a team needs leadership, so a huge thank you to Captain Staffan Bengtsson, Staff Captain Robert Lundberg, Hotel Director Jovo Sekulovic, easy for me to say, and Chief Engineer Rolf Joran Isaacson. So thank you to the leadership team of the ship. And I would like to add my thanks to Robin Lindsay and Mark Kansley. I take my hat off to you guys. The ship's been flawless, so thank you. It's fantastic. This class of ship has been the most successful in our history, and Norwegian Bliss has been our most successful launch, and that's due to an awful lot of people, so a huge thank you. I also want to thank Frank for your vision and your leadership. You challenge us every day by your example to really exceed the high standards that we try to set for ourselves, that you set for us. And I appreciate you putting integrity and family first. And on a personal level, the opportunity you've given me. So thank you very much. I'd like to echo Frank's thanks to the city and the Port of Seattle. It was 18 years ago that we first had this crazy idea to sail to Alaska from Seattle. Everyone said we were mad, and here we are 18 years later with a huge industry here and our biggest, newest ship sailing to Alaska from Seattle. So you have been very innovative in working with us to develop this fantastic industry here in Seattle, so thank you. Wyland. Wow, the artwork that adorns this ship is beautiful. I can't think of better art to adorn Norwegian Bliss as she sails to Alaska, Mexico, the Caribbean, anywhere she sails. So Wyland, your artwork is wonderful, and we are grateful for our partnership and friendship. So thank you. Last but not least, Alison's been on this whole journey with me. So thank you, I couldn't have done it without you. And I think the kids want some credit, so Alex and Alicia, thank you. So in closing, yeah, I hope you agree Norwegian Bliss really is this combination of design, new venues, new experiences, an incredible crew, and she's really setting a new standard for our brand, and as Frank said, for the industry. We're so excited. We have so much to celebrate today as she sets sail for the very first time from the world-class city of Seattle. Now it is my enormous pleasure to introduce and bring to the stage our friend and our partner and a world-class artist, Wyland.
Thank you, Ronnie. All right, how's everybody doing? Great honor to be the artist for Norwegian Bliss. You guys like the artwork? It's no big thing. No, it's really big. I look at it as a floating canvas. And you know, great cities have great art, like Chicago, New York. And this is like a floating city, isn't it? Anyway, you know, I want to thank Frank first and foremost, and Andy, and you know, just everybody at Norwegian Bliss. I mean, I've been on the inaugural in Miami, also in LA, and then now here in Seattle. One of the most beautiful cities on the planet, and we're heading to the most beautiful place on the planet itself, which is Alaska. My favorite cruise is Alaska, guys. How many of you guys been to Alaska? Oh my God. So when they asked me to paint this ship, and I did, I went to Germany, I had a theme in my mind's eye, and I call it Cruising with the Whales. And I had a dream about it, that the whales that we're going to see when we go to Alaska actually saw themselves depicted life-size on this beautiful canvas. Is that cool? Wow. Well, I just want to tell you, I did sign my name kind of big. And a lot of people say, is that your ship? I say, yeah, pretty much. But I want to say one thing before I leave. I just want to say it's an honor to be here on the inaugural with all of you in the industry. And we're going to be on the maiden voyage. My mom's here, Darlene. That's what cruising's about. But we love you guys. Thank you for supporting my art. Thanks for conservation of our ocean. And it's a great honor to be here with you. And this is not only my ship, this is your ship. So enjoy it often. Thank you, guys. Thank you. We love you.
Make some noise and give it up for the amazing cast of Havana!
stop right here. Heavy hands, come on. Heavy hands, come on. Heavy hands, come on. Heavy hands, come on. One time for me. One time for me. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, ladies and gents, make some noise.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Clap. Clap. Come on. Clap. 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 Woo! That's right. Don't stop.
I gotta be honest, I'm not ready to give her up quite yet.
Oh, she's yours for life.
Oh, yeah. All right. So let's do it. Where is the one and only excellent host tonight? Where's Silas? Silas, come here. Are you ready for us to go around Bliss?
Absolutely, definitely ready for that. And what we want to do one more time is actually go live throughout the ship and all the venues we checked on earlier. And each way we do, they're going to activate their button throughout the ship. We're going to light Bliss up, and at the conclusion, it's all you, man, to go ahead and finish the deal.
What could possibly go wrong? All right, here we go.
All right, with that being said, we do want to go live right now and officially launch by taking it to the atrium.
All right. Are you guys ready for the big one? Frank, Andy, are you guys good to go? All right. I hereby name this ship Norwegian Bliss. Yeah, it's Norwegian Bliss. That's right. You can make noise for Norwegian Bliss. May God bless her and all who sail upon her.
Here we go.
Legends, y'all give it up for Mr. Tone Low!
What's happening, everybody? Do we have any old school hip hop fans in the house tonight? Let me hear you make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, let me bring to you Grammy Award winner, American Music Award winner, the first rapper to have the #1 album on the Billboard pop charts. Everybody, put your hands together one time for the OG, Mr. Tone Low.
1, 2, 1, 2. Everybody, turn my mic up a little bit. Come on, y'all. And I'm bored, and I'm looking for some action. Like Mick Jagger said, I can't get no satisfaction. The girls are all around, but none of them want to get with me. Because the president, I'm looking down. Jocking at the other end of the bar. Have a drink with some no-name chum. So I got roast over to the other side of the cantina. I asked the guy, why you the fly?
Funky Comedina.
Put him up, put him up. Put him up, put him up. Put him up, put him up. Oh, yeah. Funky Comedina. Put him up, put him up. Oh, yeah. Put him up, put him up. Break it down. Put him up, put him up. Oh yeah! Tell me a secret on how to get more chicks. Put a little Medina in your glass and the girls will come real quick. And any alcohol or aphrodisiac. A couple of sips of this love, but she'll be on your lap. So I gave my dog when he began to beg. Then he licked his bowl and he looked at me and did the wild thing on my leg. Oh, you scratch a baby. Boy, he was much meaner. But now all the food was right in my house. Put him up, put him up. Put him up, put him up. Put him up, put him up. Oh, yeah. Put him up, put him up. Oh, yeah. Put him up, put him up. Break it down. Put him up, put him up. Yeah. This girl. She said, hi, my name is Cena. I thought she'd be good to go with a little. I'd like a drink, I said, okay, I'll go get it. Then a couple of sips, go lick the lip. So I took her to my crib, and everything went well as planned. Boy, you got undressed her with a big old man. Oh, Sheena was a man who I threw up out. I don't mess around with an Oscar Mayer waiter. She must be sure that your girl is pure for the funky cold Medina. You know what I'm saying, y'all? That Medina's a monster. We straight on the cruise. Put him up, put him up. Oh, yeah. Put him up, put him up. Break it down. Put him up, put him up. Oh, yeah. Come on, y'all throw your hands in the sky. Come on, y'all. We gonna do a party. Side to side, from side to side. Throw your hands in the sky and wave from side to side. From side to side. Come on, from side to side. Everybody. Yeah. Affection. Took a time, look at that and all. Love Connection. Everybody has voted. And you know they picked the winner. I took my date to the Hilton for Martina and some dinner. A few drinks, I'm thinking soon when I beat it. Instead, she started talking about plans for a wedding. Slow down, love, not so fast. I'll be seeing ya. That's why I found you don't play around with the funky Comadina. You know what I'm saying, yo? That one is the boss now. We straight coolin' in 2018. Funky Comadina. Put 'em up, put 'em up. Oh, yeah. Put 'em up, put 'em up. Break it down. Put 'em up, put 'em up. Oh, yeah. What?
You guys are doing all right out there so far, right? Okay. Well, let's try this one. Don't go too far. 1, 2, 3, 4. Washington on a Norwegian Bliss. Well, all right. Hey, are you ready? Are you ready? Oh, what I like about you, you keep me warm at night. Never wanna let you go, make me feel love about Norwegian Bliss. Hey! Everybody go. Hey, 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 hey. Hey. Everybody say, hey, 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 hey.
Taking you back. Can't go on because all of your hope is gone, and your life is filled with confusion, and happiness is just an illusion, and the world around is tumbling down. Darling, reach out, oh, reach out to me. I'll be there to love and comfort you. I'll be there with the love that'll see you through. When you're lost and about to give up, 'cause your best just ain't good enough. When you feel the world is grown cold and you're drifting out on your own. When you need a hand to hold, baby, reach out, reach out for me. I'll be there to love and comfort you. I'll be there with the love that'll see you through. I'll be there to love and comfort you. I'll be there with the love that'll see you through. I can tell the way you hang your head, you're without love, now you're afraid, and through your tears you look around, but there's no peace of mind to be found. I know what you're thinking, you know now no love of your own. Baby, reach out, reach out to me. I'll be there. Listen, baby, I'll be there. Hey, baby, I'll be there to love and comfort you. I'll be there with the love that'll see you through. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. At first I was afraid, I was petrified, kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I strong. And I learned how to get along, so now you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed that stupid lock. I should have made you leave your key. I don't know, for just 1 second. Give me back the bother me. Going down low, walk out the door. Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Worship the one who tried to hurt me with the body. Did I crumble? Did I
Wow, what an incredible event. Can you believe those performances?
Unbelievable. What an experience to be here. Thank you for being a part of it with us. Thanks for watching.